So today we are going to focus on the element of water and do a beautiful meditation, which will start by just thinking for a couple of minutes about the element of water. Water, which is our emotion within us, going with the flow. Sometimes water can be turbulent. Think of crashing waves and fast running rivers and waterfalls, and at other times it can be slow and steady and meandering and just lazy and taking its time, and our emotions follow very similar patterns. So the element of water is a very element that we can quite easily bring to mind and to see how we're affected by it. So going to start just by just turning your attention inwards, just getting into your meditation posture, perhaps closing your eyes or having your gaze softly downwards. And you're just going to start to focus on your breathing. So as you breathe in and out, just acknowledge each breath as it comes, as it rises and falls, not trying to control or striving to make your experience anything. You're just accepting what is, and that includes your breath. So if you are feeling that your breath is quite fast or a bit jagged, not as smooth and as deep as you would like, then that is absolutely fine. We accept that. So just start to focus on your breath now as each breath comes and goes. And there may be distractions, perhaps you can hear sounds, perhaps there are thoughts popping into your mind as they often do. And you can acknowledge those thoughts, acknowledge those sounds without building any stories around them. Perhaps just notice if any emotions come up, if the sound you find irritating, so perhaps irritation comes up. Or maybe there's a story your mind is trying to build. Maybe you feel frustration that your meditation is being interrupted. Just acknowledge that those thoughts, those sounds have generated an emotion within you. Where do you feel that emotion? Do you feel that perhaps in your stomach, perhaps in your heart center? But then you just gently let that go. Just move your focus back to your breath. So very gently breathing in and breathing out. You're being present with the breath as it is for you at this moment in time. Always gentle, always without judgment. Always being kind to yourself. Now as you bring to mind the element of water, just think of a fast moving stream tumbling and rushing down over rocks and pebbles. Bubbles on the surface. The rushing noise of fast moving water. And then the roaring of a powerful waterfall as that water tumbles over the edge of a cliff and falls to the depths below. It creates mists and rainbows. Bring to mind the tinkling sound of a narrow stream or brook. Shallow and clear. Bubbling along. Gentle, no rush. And then think of the river fast flowing. And then as it widens and ages, it becomes more slow, meandering. Just knowing, like we can do, that the water will find its own natural course. The river winds its way through the land, looking like a ribbon from the air. Think of a slow, peaceful river taking its time. Think of the salty sea, all powerful, with waves rolling and crashing onto the shore, and the calmer sea with gentle waves lapping the shoreline, white frothy tips, and the deeper ocean, home to a myriad of creatures. The unexplored depths of the ocean. Water in the form of dew on the ground in the early spring and autumn, and snow and ice in the winter, firm ice and soft snow. Water as mist and fog, and heavy rain, the water splashing down from dark skies, gentle spring showers, and fountains and ponds in gardens, wishing wells, and the stillness of a large lake. And now feel gratitude for water, the water that we depend on, flowing from our taps, a cold drink on a hot day, steam rising from a boiling kettle, a warm, relaxing bath. Water is cleansing and healing, stimulating yet soothing and loving. It quenches the thirst of all living beings. And with this element imbalance within us, we will feel flexible, able to go with the flow of life, and a sense of comfort and happiness. Spend a couple of minutes now feeling connected to this element within you, the element of water. And now to end the practice, just bring your focus back to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And expand your awareness outwards to your physical body, noticing the ground beneath your feet, your hands, and then it's time to end the practice. So in your own time, just bring your awareness back to the present, to the place you're in. Thank you for joining me for this watery meditation.